libre no.
Hey everybody, it's Edie and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's video is going to be a quickie. I needed to get some information out to some people, and so I decided the best way to do that was to record a quick video and actually show them what the hell I'm talking about. So that's what today's video is. Okay, so as you know, I create the Hocus Pocus Spell Book replicas. I take old books and I alter them, and I make them look like the Hocus Pocus book. I've done a practical magic book. I'm sorry, not a practical magic. I'm getting ready to try a practical magic book. I have done a charmed Book of Shadows, and I have a list of a few others that I'm getting ready to add to my repertoire. So, my best seller, my most requested item is the Hocus Pocus Replica Spell Book. I've made these as gifts for people. I've made them as memory books or scrapbooks for people. This by far is the thing that I get the requests for the most, and this is the thing that I make custom orders for the most. So this is my original book that I made a couple of years ago. This book has seen a PCS move from Norfolk, Virginia all the way to Sigonella, Sicily. It's been in the play. It was in The Wizard of Oz as the Witch's Spell Book, so it was actually used in the play. And it has held up through all of that. It's been well loved. And this is the one I take with me and show to people. So every time I go to an event where I'm displaying my art, if I do a craft fair or if I'm teaching a class or whatever, this is the item that I take with me. And I can't even tell you how many times people have flipped through this book. And so it has stood the test of time. So for this book, it has some replica spell pages in the front, which I do for all of the books. But then the remaining pages are just whatever the original book was. And this one happened to be a dictionary. So the books start as whatever I can find that's thick enough and big enough. I'm pretty particular about the kind of book I want to use because I want it to look like a spell book, not just some book that happens to be this long, but you know, it's only half an inch thick. That's not going to work for me. So I'm pretty particular about the size and thickness of book that I use. So it's usually an encyclopedia or a dictionary, or sometimes it's an old school book. I've used an old U.S. history book. I used an old medical dictionary, medical journal. So I'm pretty specific about the kinds of books that I will use for these. And I add the replica pages to the front, and then the rest of the pages are I left some extra pages to show people, to explain to them that the rest of the pages are just whatever the original book was. But past that point, these pages are sealed. They don't move. You can't turn these pages, you can't open the book past this point. And mine actually has a secret hidey hole in it. I don't do this anymore. It's way too dangerous. I do not carve the hidey hole anymore. But these pages, they don't open anymore. Only the pages in the front of the book open. So I'm actually getting ready to do an entire video explaining all of this again with other finished projects to show you, but I did want to just quickly go over that to give people an idea who haven't seen the other video showing the making of this book, just to kind of give you an idea as to what the hell I'm talking about for the rest of this video. So, I do offer the Hocus Pocus and the Charmed book, or any other custom book. If you can think it up, like if you have a design in mind, I can help you create that. Or if you want me to attempt something I haven't done before, like the Harry Potter book or whatever, these custom books, I create them in 5 different varieties. And that's what this video is about. I wanted to show the difference in the book, the new types of books that I'm offering, because I just started doing them, and explaining them in text is kind of confusing to people. So this is the original book. It's an altered book. It started as something else. The smallest option that I offer for the custom books is this. It's a 5x7, and these are brand new. You can see it's still in the wrapper. These are new lined journals. So the pages have the lines on them for you to write on. They're brand new 5x7 hardcover lined journals. This is the smallest size that I offer. The next thing that I started to offer. I just started doing this last week, which is why there's so much like being lost in translation right now. I'm still trying to figure out a way to describe this to people. So I've sent pictures, and every person that I've sent pictures to is still like, yeah, I don't get it. So I am showing them on video exactly what the hell I'm talking about because I can't get the words out when I'm typing. Okay, so I have the altered book, I have the journal, and then I have book boxes. So these are hard cover. I think they might be wood. It could be wood. I don't know what's in there. It could be cardboard, but I think it might be wood. Yeah, actually I think they're wood. I don't know. It's either wood or cardboard, but it's really fucking hard, whatever it is, and it's thick and it's sturdy and it's solid and it does not bend. So, I have 3 sizes of this available, and I'm going to show you the different sizes in just a minute, but they are faux book boxes. So they look like a book. It's even got the little indent here for the cover before the pages start, and the pages are ridged so it feels like actual pages there. It looks like a regular book. And see how thick they are? This is why I love these. They are perfect. They're the perfect thickness and size for a good, genuine looking spell book. But the magic happens when you open it. It's actually a box. So you can store whatever you want inside of these boxes. Now, I can do these a couple of different ways. I just started doing these. I haven't even finished one yet. I'm waiting for supplies to come in so that I can finish one. I'm actually like, look, I got pieces laying here. I can't finish the books. So I'm in the process of finishing them. I can't show you one of those yet, which is why I'm going to do another video and show you all this when they're finished. But I can either leave the inside plain, just like this. It'll just have the black liner on the inside. Or I can add a few pages, replica pages of whatever book you order, or blank pages for you to write on, or if you are creating a book of shadows, I can add some book of shadows pages, you know, like heading pages, or if you have specific pages that you can send me a PDF for or images of, then I can print those and create the pages and add them, and they will be attached right here so that when you open the book, all of the pages will open with the cover. So I'm going to try and demonstrate this here. Hold on. Shit. This is why I should be fucking prepared. Alright, so I'm just going to use this because it's the first paper I found. Let me use a different size book. So, book, box, opens up, and it can be plain, or I can add the pages to the inside cover like so. So when you open the book, it will be attached permanently, and the whole thing will open, and you can turn the pages on the cover. They will be like it's a book. The only issue that I have in my head with this, it may not be a problem once I actually make the books, once I finish them and see how it works, but I don't know how many pages I could actually add without affecting how well the book closes, because it may not close down all the way. It may stay open. I mean, it won't stick out like that, but like it may cause the book to have some bulk to it and stay open a little bit, which may be okay for some people. However, they're also going to fall into the box. So it'll be attached on the back side here, but when the lid is closed, the pages are still going to, damn it. Okay, so the pages, see, the pages are like, they're still going to kind of fall down in there, which might cause a crinkle in your pages. It might affect how much stuff you can put in there, because the pages are going to lay down on top of your stuff. So it depends on what you want your pages to lay on top of. It may not be an issue. I don't know. I haven't finished a book yet. And I'm going to try it on a couple of them and see how it goes. But yeah, the pages will open like that. And you'll have your replica pages still here in the front, just like that on the inside cover. And then you'll still have your box that you can store stuff into, okay? All right, so let me tell you about the 3 different sizes. So we've got, this is the original book. This is about the size book that I try to find. They're slightly larger than an 8.5 by 11 because an 8.5 by 11 piece of printer paper, just regular printer paper, fits the pages perfectly. And so then you've still got this little tiny bit, you know, on the cover. So I'm gonna guess they're probably about 9 by 11.5 is the size book I like to use when I do an altered book. The journals are 5 by 7. So in comparison, the 5 by 7 journals. Then these book boxes, the smallest book box. Damn it, I don't have the measurements in front of me. Let me grab the measurements. 3/4. Okay, I have the measurements pulled up. I'm not going to remember them, so you're going to see me looking back and forth. Okay, so original book here. Original book. The smallest, the smallest of the book boxes measures 7 3/4 by 10 3/4 on the outside, and it's 2 inches thick. So 7 3/4 by 10 3/4, 2 inches thick. And then the inside of the box, the hole here is 6.5 by 9.5. So one of these 5 by 7 journals fits inside the smallest book box. So really, you could have a box designed one way and then a journal designed another way to fit inside. So if you didn't want to have spell pages or any kind of extra pages attached to your book cover, you could keep a journal, a special journal inside. Whether that's your memory book and scrapbook, you know, a Halloween journal, your book of shadows, just your everyday journal. You could have it look like this is your spell book, this is your journal, but really it's in here. And you could either have this decorated in the same style or a different style, or just have it plain, whatever is more functional for you. So that's the smallest of the book boxes. The medium-sized book box is a little bit larger than the original book. And the medium-sized book box measures 9 1/4 by 12 1/4. And it is 2 3/4 inches thick. And then the inside box is 8 by 11 1/4. So, where did that paper go? Plain paper, regular paper, almost fits. It doesn't lay flat, but it almost fits. So if you had a notepad or a notebook that the paper was just slightly smaller than this, maybe a spiral notebook, those might be smaller, but definitely like the composition notebooks, the black and white composition notebooks, those will fit inside here. Also 5 by 7s, obviously. And in that case, you could probably fit the 5 by 7 the 5 by 7 in here with some other stuff. So you could make this a traveling altar. You could store other items in here with this, other special items, the pin that you want to use. I mean, the pin would fit in the other box too, but I'm just saying, you could stick other stuff in here with this. Now, the largest book box, I call this the Big Mama Jamma, because this thing is huge. This is actually what I'm getting ready to remake my book from. I'm so excited. So, the largest of the books, let me show you. Original, Big Mama Jamma. So, significantly larger, right? This thing is huge, massive, and I love it. So, the measurements for the large book are 11 by 14.5. So, it's really nice and big. Plus, it's 3.5 inches thick. This thing will hold so much stuff. I'm getting ready to show you some magic here in just a second. The inside of the box measures 9.5 by 13 on the inside cover. Check this out. I'm taking my original book and I'm putting it down gently inside the Big Mama Jamma. Can you believe that? Oh my God. I'm excited about the Big Mama Jamma. I'm really looking forward to making one of these and seeing how it looks. So I hope this clears up the confusion about the book boxes, what they are, what they look like, how big they are on the inside, kind of some different ideas for how to use them or apply pages or store a journal inside. Basically, because it's a box, you can stick anything you want in here once the outside of the book is finished. The way these will be decorated is, I'm going to treat it just like it's a book. So everything you see on the outside of this book would go on the outside of a book box. It's going to be done the exact same way, except it's a box, not an actual book. So I hope that clears up some confusion, because it was kind of getting lost in the translation. I'm a visual person. I need to see stuff. So yeah, I hope this helps. I really hope it helps. If you have any questions about the altered books, the journals, the book boxes in any size or style of any design, please leave a comment below, or even better, email me, because I don't always see all of my comments. I try to respond as much as I can, but I don't always see all of my comments. I'll check a video and there'll be like 10 new comments on there, and I'm like, why didn't I get that email? But whatever. So really the best thing to do, if you have a question or if you'd like to talk to me about ordering a custom book or book box or journal, email me. My email address is mixedmedieology@gmail.com. It's in the description below. In the description box below. So email me, and that way I can talk to you about, you know, your vision and we can create a book together. So yeah, if you have questions, email me at mixedmedieology@gmail.com. I think that's it. I hope that clears up the confusion. I hope that really showed you like how big and thick and nice these book boxes are, and also like the functionality of the journals and the book boxes and the altered books, because they each have their own personality. I mean, like, there's pros and cons to each one. So really it's a matter of what you're looking for, and what you want your finished product to do for you, because some people just want it to sit up and it looks pretty, and that's awesome. But some people want it to actually be functional and be able to write in it or scrapbook in it, or, you know, whatever it is. They may want it to be their altar box. So it's really important that you know how you want your book to work for you. And I say book because they are book replicas, no matter if it's on a box or a journal. So it's really important that you know how you want your book to function for you. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop rambling now. If you have any questions, email me at mixedmedieology@gmail.com. Link in the description below. Remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. And then share it with your friends. That way they can hang out with us too. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below. And thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye!